What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of School of Sleights. Today's tutorial isn't going to be really a trick, but more so just a couple card handling tips. So one that I used in my last video, it looks just like this, the one-handed cut, or called the Sleights cut. And it's really useful just for when you're talking to someone, you can just mix up the deck. Or personally, I use it for a cleanup. Say if you take their Six of Hearts, right, and you give it a little shake, and it turns into their King of Diamonds. Like, oh, where'd the Six of Hearts go? Well, you can just talk to them, show them the card, and while you're doing this, just discreetly Sleights cut the deck, and then you're completely clean, because now their card that was changed, the Six of Hearts, is just like lost in the middle of the deck wherever you cut it to. So it's a nice little cleanup. It also just looks kind of fancy, because, you know, not everybody can do these little one-handed cuts, so it saves you some time, and it just looks fancy, right? It's the whole point of flourishes. So this one, it'll take a little bit of practice to get the memory down in your hands, but overall it's not too hard of a skill to learn. So you all know at this point your basic mechanics grip with 3 fingers, 1, and your thumb. What you're going to do is you're going to slide your pinky down to that back side, and you're going to hold it sideways. So now you have 2 fingers running along one long edge, your thumb running along the other, and your pinky and index on the opposite sides. This is called a straddle grip. So what you're going to do with the straddle grip is just hold. You should be able to take away your thumb and just hold it with these 4 fingers like this. So your thumb is more so just for support at this point. What you're going to do with your thumb is, we'll hold it with these, pick up about half the deck just with your thumb, and push it up. Right? So you're going to break off about half the deck, and in doing this, you're going to let the bottom packet drop in your hand just casually. So once again, you're in straddle grip, break thumb up, and just drop these cards here. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your index finger, put it underneath this bottom packet, and just start pushing it upwards. And you're going to push it up until it clears this top packet, and this one's just going to drop down, and you just let it collapse. So once again, you take your thumb, straddle grip, break off about half the pack, and drop it in. Now I personally like to keep my pinky and my index on either side just to prevent the cards from really sliding out anywhere. But you don't actually have to be grabbing the pack at this point like a death grip. It's just casually rest your fingers there so they don't fall out anywhere. Take your index finger, pinky still remaining on this side so your cards stay in place. Your index comes underneath, and you can either curl it, but I find literally just pushing the cards up like this. And at this point you can take your thumb off of the top packet. I mean, if you have big enough hands to hold it, that's fine. But take your thumb off, and when you push up with your index, it'll just cause this one to start falling. And then they just collapse together. So that's the Sleights cut. You'll see a lot of magicians performing this because it is just a fancy and quick cut that you can use. There's also a lot of other variations of one-handed cuts, like the knuckle cut, just like that. You can collapse both together. Yeah, I'll probably do a tutorial for that one later, but I hope you enjoyed. So try a lot of these flourish tutorials that I'm teaching you guys, like the thumb fan, the Sleights cut, the swivel cut flourish. Try to incorporate those into your tricks, and they just look a lot nicer, and it makes your audience more convinced that you're really good at handling your cards, which you will be. It just takes a lot of practice, but keep working on it, guys, and let me see your improvement. If you have a video that you put up on YouTube or something, link me to it, I'll go check it out, and let you know. So subscribe if you enjoyed, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.